The lights fade, and the stage falls silent. Only a faint hum of the microphone remains as a young girl, barely 13, walks toward the center. Her shoes tap softly against the floor, echoing in the vast hall. The audience watches, curious but doubtful. She's small, shy, and looks as if she could disappear under the weight of the moment. But in her eyes, there's something else, determination mixed with a fragile kind of courage that only the young can carry. The announcer's voice fades away, and she takes her place. Her hands tremble slightly as she grips the microphone. A hush falls over the room. Then, the music begins. A soft piano introduction, haunting and delicate. She closes her eyes. For a second, she's not a contestant anymore. She's a storyteller stepping into a world of her own. The first note leaves her lips, and time seems to pause. The sound that emerges is pure magic. It's not the sound of a child. It's a voice wrapped in emotion, raw, powerful, trembling yet confident. It carries years of untold stories and feelings she shouldn't yet understand. The audience leans forward instinctively. Her mother in the crowd clasps her hands tightly, holding back tears. The song she chose wasn't an easy one. It's about loss, hope, and finding light after darkness. A piece that even adults struggle to master. But she doesn't just sing it. She lives it. Every word feels personal, every phrase heavy with meaning. The judges exchange glances, the kind that say everything without words. One of them whispers, "She's only 13?" By the time she reaches the chorus, her confidence grows. The microphone no longer shakes. Her voice expands, soaring to the highest notes, filling the entire hall. The lighting crew instinctively adjusts, brightening the stage as if drawn by her energy. The audience begins to sense that they're witnessing something unforgettable. And then, something unexpected happens. The girl opens her eyes mid-song, and her gaze meets the crowd. In that moment, all fear disappears. She's no longer performing. She's sharing. The words pour from her heart, each one stronger than the last. The melody builds, wrapping everyone in an emotional embrace. People start wiping their eyes. Even the camera operator hesitates, caught in the emotion of the moment. The song moves toward its final verse, the quietest part. Her voice softens, fragile yet controlled, almost whispering. The audience doesn't dare breathe. The music fades, and she holds the last note longer than anyone expects. Pure, unwavering, beautiful. Then silence. For a split second, the world stops. And then applause. Not polite applause, but thunderous, overwhelming, unstoppable. People rise to their feet. The judges stand too, clapping, smiling, one even wiping away a tear. The girl looks stunned, her lips trembling as if she can't believe what just happened. A judge leans into the microphone, his voice filled with awe. "You came here as a 13-year-old with a dream," he says softly. "But tonight, you sang like a lifetime of emotion lived inside you. That was beyond extraordinary." She smiles shyly, tears forming in her eyes. The host walks over, placing a comforting hand on her shoulder. The crowd continues cheering, chanting her name. She takes a tiny bow, still overwhelmed, her heart pounding. Backstage, her mother hugs her tightly, whispering, "You did it. You really did it." The girl laughs through her tears, saying, "I just wanted to sing it the way I felt it." That line becomes the heart of the episode. A clip replayed millions of times online. Within hours, the video spreads like wildfire. Comments flood in. People from around the world saying how her song helped them feel again, how her voice reached places words couldn't. Music critics call it the performance of the season. But for the girl, it's not about fame. She still goes home, does her homework, and practices in her small bedroom mirror. Yet something inside her has changed. She now knows that her voice can touch hearts, that emotion can bridge any age. Weeks later, during a live semifinal, she's asked what she remembers most about that first audition. She smiles and says, "That moment right before the first note. I was terrified. But then I heard the music, and I thought, "This is where I belong." That line sums up everything. It's not just a performance. It's a story of courage, discovery, and belief. A reminder that sometimes, even at 13, you can command a stage not with power, but with truth. As the final credits roll on her performance video, the image freezes, her eyes glistening under the spotlight, mouth just closing on the last note. A caption fades in, "When passion speaks, age doesn't matter." And that's the moment that millions remember. Because sometimes, one brave voice can remind the world what it means to feel. Subscribe for more emotional song stories and unforgettable performances that stay in your heart long after the music ends.